My man, is my sandwich ready? Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Someone wants to pay with their card, but they want to show me his ID to verify the information. And he says he's okay, but he doesn't believe me. He says I'm making it up, so I'm just confirming with him that's okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'll put you on speaker right now. Hey, you're on speaker right now.
Hello?
Hi, hello. So we only accept credit, and for credit, it has to match the card's ID. That's our store policy.
You don't accept debit?
No, we don't have an option for debit on our system.
Okay, but you can...
If you could put your PIN in, then we wouldn't need to ask you, but unfortunately our system only accepts credit, and we need to have a matching ID.
Okay, that's weird because I came here about two or three previous times and I've never been asked for my ID. And I've used the same card. I use this my everyday card.
So if someone is not asking for ID, then they're not doing their job, then that's an issue. However, Kamal is following policy. It's serious if someone else like actually took your card without matching the ID. So, do you know who that was?
I mean, usually it's the same people that work here. So, I mean, it could have been this guy. I think the other guy's name was Matthew, I think. But,
Matthew?
yeah. Matthew didn't ring me up, but I spoke to Matthew before. He didn't ring me up, but I spoke to him before.
Yeah, who rang you up though without checking your ID? That's your card.
I mean, it was a lot of people.
A lot of people. Okay. Kamal is following policy though. Unfortunately, like there's no.
I mean, yes, I've seen him here before, like months ago.
I know, sir. I know, but he doesn't. He doesn't remember. He sees so many different, customers. So it's
And I do get everyone too. So
remember you, and he didn't see the ID, and he doesn't know your name. Then he has to ask.
But I'm saying it's not even listed in the store that you have to show ID to use your debit card.
it's always been a policy here.
But it's not listed. It's not listed anywhere.
It doesn't have to be listed as a policy for payment methods. If we're in credit and debit.
But how do I know this is not discrimination? How do I know that?
It's not because
It's
it's
not
not
discrimination.
towards you. It's
because
towards
I own
everyone.
stores in the area.
Anybody who comes in.
No, I'll go to the CVS. They never ask for ID. Little Damage, they never ask for ID.
But they might be taking debit, or that might be their policy. However, all of my stores, this is a policy for all of my stores. If you go over to DTLA Smoke Shop right next door, they're going to do the same thing for you. That is a policy that we.
No, I went there too, and I've never have to show my ID.
No,
Then
that's not true.
someone's not doing their job right, or you're a regular and they remember you. But in that case, Kamal does not remember you. This is our store policy.
So if they remember me, I don't have to show ID.
They
If I've seen your
remember
ID
name, then
before
when
and-
they look at your card, they see that that's the same name that they know. Yes, I mean, I have regulars that I know them. I'm like, hey, John, how's it going? Hey, Daryl, how's it going? And I can see them when they give me their card. I can see that they're giving me a card with their name on it. So if you're a regular and they remember your name, then yes, they're not going to ask you for it once you give them the card. But he's just doing his job. This is just our policy.
Oh yeah, this is only in this store. None of the other corporate stores.
DTLA Smoke Shop on 7th Street.
None of the other
DTLA
corporate stores I've had this problem. So I'm just confused. CVS, I never had this problem. Little Damage across the street, I never had this problem.
Like she said, and I've said repeatedly, it's our store policy. It's nothing against you personally. It's just our store policy. This is for everybody, everyone. It's not just towards you.
Nah, this is new, my man. Like I said, I've
Not
ordered
new.
here before.
I've been working for the smoke shop since the beginning of the year. It's been a policy before the bodega was even open.
But see
this
how
has been
I'm naming people out names that's not even here right now because I was here before.
People that live in the buildings next door that we see every day, that's different. We don't see you every day. I haven't seen you before. I don't know if that's really your card or not. I don't know if that's your name. I have no way to make sure that's your name without verifying it.
I mean, but honestly, it's really not your job to do that.
I know
It's
it
really
is,
not.
because there's a lot of fraud happening in LA. There's a lot of fraud happening everywhere. So we're just trying
But
to
it's not
protect our
your job to
customers.
combat fraud. That's the fraud department's job. That's the bank's job. You know what I'm saying? That's the police job. It's not your job.
But that's not, it's just our store policy.
And this is hit me. I'm a small business owner where I have $4,000 in credit card fraud the first 3 months that I opened. I put this in policy in place so that I can actually stay afloat. And this is what it is. If that's your card and you have an ID to match it, just show him. If you don't, then you can come back with one. If you don't want to come back with one, then you can go somewhere else. But respectfully, this is a policy that we put in place to protect ourselves.
Yeah, you said, so hold on. You said the first 4 months you've had fraud.
4 months that I opened my other business, I received credit card fraud. My other business, not this business.
Not this
That's
one.
why we have this policy in place.
So if it's not here, why would you put that policy in effect here if it's not happening here?
It's all my stores in LA. Are you questioning why I put a policy in place? This is the policy I put in place in order to protect the store. Why is it an
Yes, but it's hurting the customer. It's hurting the customer, and in turn, it's hurting the customer.
It's protecting the customers. It's not.
You know what I mean? Like, people steal all the time, but we can't search every customer that comes into a store.
to show ID for this card?
That's just the policy, man. It's like a law. You can either abide the law, or you don't. It's
I'm
your
abiding
choice,
the
but-
law. I'm trying to
No,
pay
but-
for my
but it's-
stuff.
No, I know, but that's our policy. You don't have to accept it. I'm just saying that's.
It's not even posted. So you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I know you didn't just make this up today?
It's the law with credit card companies. We're obligated when we run credit to ask for your ID to protect you and to protect us.
I'm not asking for protection. I'm asking for my food that I
Not
ordered.
you as
That's
an
what I'm asking
individual,
for.
Not you as an individual. Every customer can.
To leave.
Okay, for sure. I got you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm not going to serve you simply because you refuse to understand and respect our policies. I kindly appreciate if you leave, and I hope you have a great day.
Nah, man, because I've used my car here before, man. I've never had these problems.
Like she said, you have to talk to the boss. That was the owner. This is her store. It's posted right here that we can. You're talking about posting stuff. We have the right to refuse service to anyone.
I know, man. People say this all the time for racist shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is stuff, bro. You making it a racial thing, and that's like you can do whatever you want.
It says nowhere you have to show ID
Nothing.
to use a debit card. That makes no
Listen,
sense.
go next door and ask him. My friend next door right now, ask him the same question. He'll do you the same thing. He'll ask you for your ID. Go ahead, try it.
I don't know. You might call him, man. You might call him and tell him, man. I have no
I
idea.
will walk with you. That's about it.
I don't see that out here, man.
I'm gonna shut it down. I'm not even gonna say this. You can ask him about the store policy, about the card. I'm not gonna say it. Yo, real quick, what's our policy on the card? What's our policy on debit cards? Debit card. Someone wants to use a debit card. What's our policy?
Yeah, you can't swipe that motherfucker. You gotta check the ID. Like, that's about it. Really.
I'm saying it's a racial thing. I'm being